you guys, this is going to be a new thing. We will start working out together on Thursdays around noon, and it looks, I can't tell who's here, so hopefully people will show up. And sorry, just setting a timer because I'm so bad. Tiff, yay! We are definitely going to do some hip openers, you guys. So I'm not going to play any music when I do these lives, because you can just get in and do whatever you want to, or you can play the music that you want to do. Oh, I'm so excited. You guys, we're going to do a nice little just 20-minute stretch to open up our hips. I'm literally sitting down all day, and I've got to do a better job of getting up. So at least this will get us up for a little bit, right? All you need is a mat. And literally, if you're in an office or if you're somewhere and you don't have a mat, just use a towel. You can lay on a towel, it doesn't matter. So play whatever music you want to. Every once in a while, I'll come up here and try and see if you guys are making any comments, if you're requesting anything. And I want to know what other things you'd like to hear or like to see here on the workouts, the tribe workouts. So right now it's gonna be like a little bit of a between yoga and a regular workout. But from here, you're just going to lift your right knee up, step back, alternate, lift the left knee up, step back, alternate. So we're just gonna get our heart rates up a little bit. Play your music, guys. Let me know what you're listening to, I wanna hear. So keep doing that. Keep walking it out. So up, alternate legs. This is getting our body like warmed up a little bit. This is kind of, instead of doing like a Surya Namaskar A or B, it's also really good for our hips. Keep going, I'm just looking. Boom. Now we're gonna start opening our hips. Open. Open. Oh yeah. I might need to turn on music, you guys, because it's so quiet on my end. Keep going. I have to come up here and see, like, I'm excited that there's actually people logging on a lot. This is good. Keep going, guys. Keep going. I'm excited you're doing, yay, me too. All right, let's do 4 more on each side. Here's 4, and then we're gonna go into a goddess squat. 1 more each side. And here, go ahead and take your legs out to like a plie. Actually, not that way. And you're gonna come down into a squat position. And you want to, so you might be in different levels. And if this is too much for you, you can even sit on a couch. But you want to go into like a yogi squat and bring your hands to prayer, to heart center, wherever you are. You might be in different positions. But think about pressing your elbows, like pressing your knees out with your elbows. Feels good. This is a great hip opener. You can go side to side. And you guys are going to hear me get worn out as I do this. And we're going to do some yogi squats here. So we're going to come from here and then up. We're doing this for 20 times. Ready? Here we go. Here's 1, 2. Listen to your knees. Now, if this is too much of a bend down in here, then you're just going to, you'll go as low as you can. So maybe it's right here for you. Maybe it's here. Maybe it's here. Maybe it's lower. Good, it's down and up. We're really warming up those hips, getting the heart rate up, and this is really good for us. All right, let's do 10 more. Here's 10, 9, ooh, yeah. Good. 5 more, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now let's go ahead and stand at the top of the mat. We're going to do 1 sun salutation. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look halfway up. You can come up here. Exhale, fold forward. And go ahead, inhale, step back into a high plank. And let's hold it here. Let's actually bring it down to our knees. Drop the chin and the chest down to the mat. Inhale, upward facing dog, or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's just hold it here. We're gonna walk the dog. Getting a good stretch in the hamstrings. and bend the knees down towards the mat and press them back up. And do it again, down and up. Let's do 4 more. And 3, 2, exhale, 1, press it down. Now let's go ahead and bring the left leg towards the center of the mat. Right leg comes up. From here, let's bend it to the side. You're stacking the hips on top of each other. Really stretching, you'll feel a good stretch in your right hip flexor. Gently circle the knee in one direction. And reverse. Good, let's go ahead and release it. Bring the foot up to the ceiling. And now bring the knee in towards the nose and set that right foot in between the hands. Drop the back knee down and let's come up. So here, I want you to lean forward, feeling a good stretch in the, what hip flexor is this? Left hip flexor. How are you guys feeling? You know, after this, I want you to snap a selfie of yourself and post it in the comments. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, cactus the arms down, opening up the heart, opening up the shoulders, leaning the head back, and breathing. The most important thing. Good, let's go ahead and release. Bring those hands down. Actually, let's bring the hands to the inside, and let's gently walk the right leg out to the side. If you want to, you can turn your foot onto the side and really press your knee out to the outside, to the right. If you need more of a stretch, you can use your right hand and place it on your knee and press it out, or on your thigh. And I'm feeling a really good stretch on my inner thigh, my right inner thigh, as well as my left hip flexor. Good. And if you want to, you can also bring your hands down to the mat. Oh, you guys, this feels so good. Kind of rock back and forth, side to side. A little pseudo lizard lunge here. Good, let's go ahead and release it. Tuck the toes under, bring it back up. And let's from here, have your hands on either side of the foot. And from here, right arm comes up and you're gonna twist it to the right. And you guys should feel a really good stretch in that right glute. Make sure you're breathing. And did you know twisting postures are super, super good for your digestion? Good, let's go ahead and release. Bring the hand back down to the mat. Step your foot back into the high plank. Now if you want to, bring it down to a low plank or go all the way down to the mat. And inhale, come up to an upward facing dog, or you can be a cobra with your legs on the mat, whichever is good for you. Tuck your toes under, press it back to a downward facing dog. Now we have two sides. We've got to do the same thing on the other side. This time, step the right foot in towards the center of the mat. Inhale, left leg comes up. And let's go ahead and bend that knee. Open your hip. Oh, this feels so good, you guys. Oh, I need this. See, it's almost selfish of me because I need this so badly too. Let's go ahead and circle the knee in one direction. And you guys let us know what other types of workouts. You know we have Marcia in here, who's our award-winning fitness trainer. Reverse the direction of the circles. And we can have her do some workouts or design some workouts, and I can do them for you guys, whichever. So we don't just have to do yoga. And let me know if you want to do like some chair exercises that you can do in your car, at your office, whatever. So go ahead and release. Bring the leg up to the ceiling. Now left knee comes into the nose, and step the left foot in between your hands. And now the right knee drops down. And here, oh, it's a low lunge. And we get that good stretch in your hip flexor. I've got a really good hip flexor stretch that requires a yoga block. Maybe we'll do that next Thursday, or I can show you that, or maybe I'll snap a picture and show you guys. Oh, this feels good. Inhale, arms come up. Actually, exhale, let's go ahead and hold them. Let's clasp your hands behind your back and open up your heart this way. My shoulders are so tight too, my neck, everything is, I've been sitting so much. Couple more breaths here. Good, let's go ahead and release. Hands come down, and let's go ahead and walk the left leg out to the side. And again, we can lean over, like turn your foot over to the left side of your foot. And then if you need more of a stretch, you can gently apply a little bit of pressure and open up your leg a little bit further to the left with your left hand. Just do what feels good for you. This might be perfect. This might be enough right here. You gotta do you. Definitely make adjustments. Let me know if you guys need more modification options. We're here for you. We want to make sure that you guys are getting what you need. This is a form of self-love, guys. So amazing. Definitely need to do this a little bit more. Let's go ahead and walk the hands out if you can. And you can just gently rock side to side. Ooh. Now you might notice that one side is a little bit more open or relaxed than the other. Just be mindful of it. It doesn't mean anything. It just means that one side is more flexible than the other. And you just got to show love to both sides equally. It's all good. Good, let's go ahead and release. Walking the hands back up. Gently walk your foot back in. Now your hands are placed on either side of the foot. Tuck the right toe under. And you guys should feel a nice stretch right here. You want to try and keep this back leg straight. But I can feel this in my right hip flexor already. From here, left hand reaches up and twist and open. Again, you might feel this stretch in the left glute or hip, and then the right hip flexor. I also feel my back, my obliques. Feels so good. Couple more breaths. Good, let's go ahead and release. Hands come down, walk that leg out. Let's go ahead and bring it down to a high plank, lower down to a low plank, or all the way down to the mat. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's breathe here for just a minute. Now let's go ahead and gently walk the feet towards the hands. You might need to start bending your knees. Do what feels good on your hamstrings. So now your feet are up towards the top of the mat. You can just hang here, getting a good stretch in your glutes, your hamstrings, your lower back. If you want to, this is my favorite. I like to grab my opposite elbow. And you can swing back and forth, side to side. Rocking, not swinging. Gently. And if your hamstrings are super loose, you might be able to straighten them. My left one is not at all. It's my limiting factor. Oh well. Good, let's go ahead and release that. Gently keep the knees soft, bend the knees softly, and let's go ahead and slowly roll it up. Now we're going to do one more little series and then we'll take it down to the mat for our pigeon and to close. So inhale, arms come up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look halfway up. Exhale, step the feet back to a high plank. Lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. From here, let's go ahead and lift the right leg up to the ceiling. Bring your knee to your nose and step the foot through. And you're going to come up to a high lunge. I feel this already. Now we're going to do a little bit of a tricky move, but it feels so good in the hip flexors and the glutes and everything. And then we'll end with a pigeon on each side. And I want you guys to snap a picture of yourself when this is all said and done. Post it in the comments. Now on your next exhale, I want you to drop your right hand, the one in the back of the like further away from you. Drop your right hand back so you're twisting. You open up to a T. This can be a little hard, like balance-wise, so be very careful. But you should feel a really nice stretch here. Now on the next exhale, we're going to do a reverse. So you're going to drop your right hand down towards your left leg and lean back. And you guys, tribe, I'm telling you, you feel this really nice stretch in your left hip flexor, your obliques. Feels yummy. Oh, I need this. One more breath. Good, let's go ahead and release. Airplane the arms down. Step the right foot back. You're in a high plank. Go ahead, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now we get to do the same thing on the other side. Left leg lifts up towards the sky. Bend the knees to the nose. And step the left hand or foot through the hands. Inhale, high lunge. Let's go ahead and cactus the arms open. Getting a good stretch in the right hip flexor, the shoulders, the heart. Are you guys sweating? I actually am sweating. Oh, thank you for asking us to do this. Good, let's go ahead and bring the hands back up to the ceiling. This time, left hand, drop it back behind you. Right arm drops in front of you. So you're twisted. Remember, any twisting poses or postures, really, really super good for digestion. So if you need some help fiber slaying, a little coffee, a little Plant Chics approved food, and a couple little twist postures like this, it'll help you, promise you. On your next exhale, drop the left hand back towards the right thigh. Right arm lifts up. Oh, feel that stretch. Breathe. I feel it in my glute. This one's so tight. One more. Next exhale, circle the arms down. Step the left foot back. Lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk that dog. And let's go ahead and lift the right leg up to the ceiling. Bring the knee in towards your nose. And now we're going to take it to pigeon. So you're dropping the right knee and foot on the mat. And then you can walk the leg back. So this might be exactly where you need to be. Try and keep the hips square. Kind of hard for me too. But you want to try and keep your hips square. If you can drop forward a little bit, go for it. And if you can drop forward onto your forearms, you can do that as well. Or possibly you're walking your hands out a little bit and just relaxing the head and neck. You guys, we're gonna stay here for a minute. This is really good. This is actually one of my favorite postures to get adjusted on because you can have someone like push down on you here. That's the one part I miss about live workouts, especially yoga, because it feels so good. So, so good. All right, on your next inhale, we're going to walk it up. We're gonna hold it right here. Now, if you want a little extra, and if you can do this, you're gonna bend the back leg and you can catch that left foot and bring it in. Now, if you're really good, you can like do something like this, but I'm not so good today. Today's not one of my better days in yoga. But you know what? It is what it is. It doesn't mean anything. It just means I need to get on the mat more. Oh, it feels so good. And you guys, I can also feel this in my shoulders. But one thing too, maybe your foot is just right here, or maybe you need a towel to help get your leg, oh my gosh, I do have yoga straps, so if you have a yoga strap, that might work too. But you can also go like this to help pull your leg in. This actually feels good because I'm getting more of a stretch on my right glute too. All right, let's go ahead and release that. Hands come down to the mat. Let's go ahead and step back into a downward facing dog, walking the dog. Bringing the right leg to the center. The left leg raises up. Bring the knees to your nose. And let's go ahead and bring that left leg down into a pigeon on this side. Oh, it feels so good. So yummy. Again, listening to your body. This side might be very, very different than the other side. So listen to see where your body wants you to go today. And you take it to your sweet spot. And one thing too, so see how my leg is pretty much bent in? The more parallel your shin is to the mat, the harder it is. I gotta bend my bad boy in. I can't not get anywhere near parallel. I don't know if that it ever has been able to. Doesn't mean it won't though. Just wait. You know what, this will be great because I think we can save this video and you guys can come back and do this anytime you want really. But it'll be fun to see how this kind of progresses as I start doing these a little bit more regularly. Breathing into that hip. Feels good, 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 good. Couple more breaths. Good, let's go ahead and release. Walk the hands up. From here, go ahead and bend the back leg. Or you guys remember, if this is a good stretch for you, you're gonna hold it right here. But if you need a little bit more of a stretch, you can bend that knee in. Ooh, I can't bend it right now. Oh, this feels good in my shoulder too. Remember, you can use the towel. It's really getting my hip flexors, which I super, super need. Couple more breaths. Good, let's go ahead and release. And from here, I wanted to do so much more, but this time has flown by. Let's just take it out to a butterfly. Bring your feet in together, so your feet are together. And I don't know if you can hear the noise in the bed. My bedroom is behind you, my husband's own. So he's watching his iPhone and he's watching TV. So who knows what kind of noises you're hearing, but you're hearing his phone. Oh, the joys of the quarantine, right? Good, go ahead and bend forward a little bit if you can. Listening to your body. And let's go ahead and release it. I want you to sit in a comfortable position. And let me tell you, if your hips are a little bit tight, then something that can work really well, get a yoga block or a pillow, and you can actually sit on that. We're just gonna close here. But something that elevates you a little bit, get your hips off the ground. This is really good if you have super tight hips. Ladies, tribe, bring your hands to prayer, heart center. I want you to just gently close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. And I want you to call to mind an intention that you can set for yourself today. Exhale whenever you want. Something that you can come back to throughout the day when life starts happening, things start getting hectic, you get tired, you get bored, whatever. Set an intention for yourself today to show up as the best version of yourself, whatever your intention wants to be. But I challenge you, take some pauses throughout the day, take some stand breaks, move your body a little bit more. Let's go ahead and inhale together. Inhale. Exhale, gently open those eyes. And tribe, I cannot thank you enough for being here today, joining me and practicing with me today. Namaste. And ladies, don't forget to get your little sweaty selfie. So show us that you did this. All right, all right. I don't see any messages. Take a sweaty selfie. Let us know that you did the workout, and can't wait to do some more of these with you today. All right, make it a great day. Bye, guys.